Thank you. And y'all can talk about Robert Johnson. I used to play with Robert Johnson in 1937. See, I'm 92 years old. I was born in 1915, June the 28th. I was born in 1915, June the 28th. So Robert was born in 11. So we used to play together in 1937. I was 22 and he was 26 in 1937. He died in 38. In Greenwood, Mississippi, that's where he got poisoned. In Greenwood, Mississippi, that's where I was raised around Greenwood and Shaw. I went to school in Greenwood, the place where Robert Johnson got poisoned, got dead. And I was there when he got poisoned. I was there. And the night he got poisoned, me and Sonny Boy number 2 was out there the night he got poisoned, Rice Miller. We was out there. And I thought at the time that I was young, and I thought he'd be all right. And what happened to him, he had been playing at this club out there from Greenwood, about 3 miles from Greenwood. He had been playing out there about 7, 8 months, pretty close to a year. And what happened, he started to go on with the man's wife, you know. So that was a death, you know. She's a nice looking woman, but I wouldn't have went with her. I'd have let her alone. And Robert stayed out in a little town called Greenwood, the same place I was talking about. And she had a sister out in Greenwood, too. And every Monday morning she had to go out there to see her sister, but she wasn't going to see sister because that's where Robert roomed out there in Greenwood, and her sister lived out there. But she was going to meet Robert. And it's a small town, Greenwood, not too large, small town. I went to school in Greenwood. And like if it rained or good something to do, the people couldn't work, they'd be in town on the street drinking, messing around, they couldn't work in the country. And they'd go back, so I saw Robert and your wife walking down Johnson Street, going back telling him, you know. So the man got over to it. So he didn't want to kill Robert, like to go and shoot him or nothing like that, because at that time it really was bad. The penitentiary is still down there called Parchment Farm. It's around by Drew, Mississippi. Everybody do something in the state of Mississippi goes to that farm. It's the penitentiary. And so he didn't want to go there. So the night that he poisoned Robert, he gave his waitress a pint of whiskey to get Robert. And because Robert loved 2 things, whiskey and women. He loved them 2 things. And that was a death, but he just messed with the wrong woman. That's something, I hate to talk about this, but that's something I know. That's been a long time. I was 22 years, but I can remember. I got a good brain, I can remember. Yeah. Yes, that's the way it was. So, and I left Greenwood at the time, and I recorded for the Library of Congress in 1942. I made 14 cuts for Alan Lomax. Some of y'all heard talk about him. Alan Lomax. I recorded 14 cuts from him in Clarksdale, Mississippi, in 1942. Then I left there and I recorded in Memphis with Sam Phillips, Sons. And then I left that and I recorded in Houston, Texas, artist recording coming in Houston, Texas. And I stayed out there a while, and I left that, and then I recorded in Chicago for Chess. And I don't know, Delphi, I don't know how many companies I recorded for. I've recorded for over 25 different companies.